Hi everyone, welcome back to Dozen Cats for me. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. These are our weekly Tarotscopes. This is for the week of February 28th through March the 6th, and this is for the sign of Gemini. Of course, these are general messages, so if it resonates, please claim it. If it does not, please leave it. Perhaps come back in a few days and the message will be more clear at that time. We are using our White Sage Tarot mini deck as well as some oracles to get a nice complete message for everyone. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up as well as the bell notification so you know whenever I upload a new video. There is Instagram and Facebook information in the description box if you care to join us on those platforms. We would love to connect with you in that way. There is also some information there if you care to make a donation to the channel. All of your support is greatly appreciated. So let's go ahead and get started with our message for Gemini. What do our Gemini friends need to know, please, for the week ahead? February 28th through March the 6th, 2022. Oh, we've had a card turn over and I did not notice. There we go. On the bottom of the deck we have the Seven of Swords. So in the current position, now that I've done that, I don't think that that's the way that it goes. I think it goes like that. Alright, so we have the Knight of Cups in the current energies position. We have the Nine of Wands in the past influences position. We have the Strength card in the possible challenges position. And we have the Moon card in the potential outcome. And of course, as I said, we have the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Cups. This is someone who is a romantic, someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. This is a creative sort of energy. This is an energy of like the feeling of like the idea of falling in love, right? Like you like the idea of being in love, if that makes sense. It's a beautiful energy. It's very positive, very happy, very sort of exciting kind of energy. It's passionate and I want to say like joyful, if that makes sense. We move on to the Nine of Wands. This is someone who, or this energy speaks to someone who could be battle weary, someone who is, you know, it's sort of like a last defense. It can also be a card that represents determination and resilience and sort of like defiance. It's a last defense, a final push. You know, it can be excitement for what's to come. It can be finding motivation in the face of difficulties. Then, of course, you have the Strength card. The Strength card is all about your inner strength, your inner power, your animal instinct, your sort of like passion for life, if you will. It's about courage and calmness and like graceful leadership and compassion, and it can sometimes speak to you know, like lust or companionship, also spiritual matters. The Moon. The Moon is part of the major arcana, as is the Strength card. Strength card is number 8. The moon is number 18. So almost at the end of the journey of the major arcana. The moon can be about hidden truths. It can be about illusions, the unknowing. Or sorry, not the unknowing, the unknown. But it can also be about trusting your intuition and facing your fears. It can be about sort of the perception or like mystery. You know what I mean? Like mystery, intrigue kind of idea. It can also be about dreams, right? Then we have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords can sometimes speak about betrayal and deception. It can be a card of sort of being very strategic and being very, how do I say this? So being very strategic, sort of mapping and plotting and scheming sort of idea, right? This can be something like getting away with something, moving silently and quickly. It can also be about the resources that you have and being grateful for those. It can also be a card that speaks to the universe, sort of bearing witness to your true intentions. I sort of think I sort of feel like something has occurred, something has happened that has you questioning things, making you feel like you need to be on, sort of like have your guard up, sort of being on like a defensive, like on the ready. You know what I mean? Like you're ready. You're ready for a battle if it happens, kind of idea. And I don't know if this has to do with a relationship or someone who, someone who you love, someone who you have a heart connection with. That it doesn't have to be a romantic situation. It can be, a best friend, someone that you're very, very close to, a family member. I sort of feel that something has occurred there, which is making you sort of, sort of feel like you need to be on the defense. So let us continue to pull some cards, and we'll see if we can get any more clarity for this message. This is my own oracle. There is the career and finance, as well as the love and romance in here, as well as, of course, the original 60 cards that we put into the deck. Way too many cards. Alright, message for our lovely Gemini friends. What do they need to know? Please look ahead. We will take those guys, put these back. Message for the week ahead, please. February 28th through March the 6th, 2022. Message for our lovely Gemini friends. I just had a card turn over there. All right, so we have 444, the angel number. So be on the lookout for this synchronicity if you've already seen it, or perhaps you will in the coming days. 444 speaks to protection, listening to your intuition, releasing your fears and anxieties, and that sort of speaks to the moon card. We have the month of February. The birthstone for February is amethyst. Speaks to power and prosperity, which of course speaks to the strength card. And it's interesting, we have 3 cards coming out from the career and finance, and 2 cards coming out from the love and romance section. So first up we have coffee break. So that's someone who's needing to take a break, someone who needs to take a moment, stop and smell the flowers, sort of get up, stretch, don't always have your head stuck in the computer kind of idea. We have success, so someone who is either, putting their all into moving up the corporate ladder, or someone who is like chasing after success. And that kind of speaks to the 7 of Swords as well as the 9 of Wands. We have contracts and offers, which would imply that, if you are looking for work, if you're, trying to get a promotion or, a transfer or something along those lines, that could be coming for you. And that could cause, this kind of like being on the defensive if you were in sort of any kind of a competition with someone, right? That could do that to you, of course. From the love and romance section, we have holding hands, which implies that, it's new, like a relationship that's new, a relationship that's just sort of starting out, right? But it implies some, a certain level of intimacy. We have friend zone. So that's someone who gave you some mixed signals, someone who told you that or it was implied that things were going one way, and then it took a change and went in the opposite direction. And the Knight of Cups, obviously the romance part of it, and then the Moon, sort of like those opposing, conflicting, the yin and the yang of it. That could be something like the friend zone, that you were put in the friend zone. We're moving on now to the Sacred Traveler Oracle. This is by Denise Lynn. This is a new deck for me. I really like this deck. Message for our lovely Gemini friends, please. What do they need to know for the week ahead? Beautiful. We've got Gates of Triumph. Can you see that okay? Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. I love that. The gates open and you can see that long, pathway towards the sun in the background there, right? That is your, that's where you're headed. That's beautiful. Love that. All right, let us move on. Let us move on to, this is the Spirit Animal Wisdom Oracle. I wonder if it's a situation where you feel like you have to make a choice between a romance and possibly like your career, right? Perhaps some contract or offer or opportunity maybe in the wind for you, and it's causing some sort of, issues in your relationship. That's obviously a possibility. Interesting. We have this beautiful, gorgeous card here. This is Dragon. Message on the card is Gaia's Gateway. Access Earth's inner wisdom. So that speaks to, the wisdom of the earth. So grounding and, centering yourself, right? We're going to move on to the Native Spirit Oracle. And this is also another Denise Lynn deck. I haven't used this one in a while. And the images on this deck are absolutely stunning. Message for our lovely Gemini friends, please. What do they need to know for the week of February 28th through March the 6th, 2022? Interesting. It's the second time I've got that card. Alright, so we've got Tracker. Oh, let me move that off the keyboard so we don't lose our video. We've got Tracker. I'll look that up in the guidebook here and get you the message for that. Tracker. Card meaning. Focus your intent and your passion on one thing rather than being scattered in different directions. Be single-minded in what's truly important in your life and let everything else go. Track the unseen but very real stream of energy to that which you desire. Interesting. So implying that there is some sort of choice, or that you feel like you are in a position where you're being asked to choose between one thing or another, and you sort of want to do it all. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Moving on to the Sacred Forest Oracle. Well, that was fast, and we got 2 cards come out there for you, or actually 3. Interesting. We've got Foggy Bog. That's Patience, right? With the beautiful crane, I believe that is on there. We've got Crystal Cave, Trust. And then we've got this Pegasus, Transcending. So, you need to trust in yourself and have patience that you're going to make the right decision. Perhaps don't rush it, right? Access the Earth's inner wisdom, as this card is telling you. So in other words, do some grounding, and do some, possibly, going outside and just sort of taking a moment, spending some time in nature, staring up at the sunset, well, not at the sun, but at the sunset, allowing that power to sort of wash over you, taking a moment to calm, if you will, going out and stargazing, hopefully bringing a little bit of clarity to you to help you to make this decision, if this is what this is, or to at least figure out what direction you want to go and how you go about doing it. Have patience and have trust in yourself that you're gonna find your way. And of course, remember, we have the Strength card showing up there, telling you that you have the inner wisdom and the inner strength to be able to see this through and come out quite successful. All right, moving on to the Language of Flowers. So we have zinnia, absence. What is not here is the key. So again, sort of implying that, because you're so busy trying to figure this out that you're not seeing, the answers right in front of you, kind of idea. And then we've got gardenia, awareness. Message on this card is wake up, roll the clouds away, and look. Interesting. Sort of reminds me of this card, right? Moving on to our postcard from Spirit. Message for our lovely Gemini friends, please. What do they need to know for the week ahead? Dearest you, all your prayers are being heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Be grateful, praise things before they manifest, and always ask for the highest good. When you plead and beg, that will bring you only more reasons to plead and beg. Instead, offer your prayers of sacred gifts as a testament to your faith in a higher power. Open up and let Spirit move through you and comfort you. Add meditation as a way to become empty, so you will be ready to be filled with inspired epiphanies, peace, understanding, and joy. In this moment, your prayers are being answered for the highest good of both you and all life. Sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you, and your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. At this moment, we are listening intently to your prayers and want you to know that your highest good is our priority. All is well. Beautiful confirmation that, you're in good hands, so to speak. I do hope that you enjoyed that. I do hope it resonates. Please do let me know by leaving a comment. And until we see each other again, many blessings. Bye for now.